Hi guys, welcome to Grudy's Thursday night, lay one. Right, so hold on, go share the piston. Been busy cutting down my budget blaster pistons. So next step is I'm going to make a cutter. Hold on, where is it? Here it is. So I priced up an end mill today. It was 45 mil, and it was $250 just for one end mill. So I'm going to make one. Like I did with the daisy cutter for the RG frame, I'm going to cut, but I'm going to use a collet chuck. Now I'm using the collet chuck. This is for the mill. This came with the mill because it's damaged inside. It's actually damaged. So it's not going to be any good to use. So I'll just use this as parts. And this will go in my R8 mill, like this. Then I'll loosen this head and I'll twist it that way. So that whole head I'll twist to where I need it. And then I'm going to plunge with this, like this. And I'll plunge to what I want, and I'll just set my depth wherever I want. And that's what we'll do. That's how it's going to go. So this is what I'm in the middle of doing now, is setting this up. So I will cut all that down. That'll actually be about that thick there. That'll get cut down on the lathe. And my next step, and I have to have all this done ASAP because I've dropped the ball just time-wise, and Tom needs his engine. So I'll make it happen so he can have his pistons and all the other ones can be done. So this has to have a 22mm pin that goes all the way through. So it'll be 2 pins, and it's got to have a Ooh, nearly caught damage on camera. So it'll have a piston vice receiver. So either side there'll be like a V receiver. I can see this in my head. You guys probably can't. The piston will sit up against it. The pins will sit up against the V block receiver. And then on this side, there'll be 2 pins that'll come up here, and they will push against the piston, and they will push the piston against the receiver. And it won't touch anything except this side. And the pins have got to be made out of aluminium. And then piston sits in, you'll do it up, it'll hold it up against its back, and then I can put it wherever I want. That's tomorrow's job, I suppose. So piston vice is $2,200. I don't have that to spend, and it would mean that I would need to do 100 sets of these pistons to make my money back, at least. More. So yeah, we have 36 done. So that's 6 sets. I have 3 other sets. I am thinking I'm going to do maybe 3 sets at angled quench to suit an 885 head. I haven't decided on it yet, but I might. We'll see. And I am actually very, very interested in seeing what the weight will be compared to what they are standard. The Hypertechs are a great piston. They're nice and strong. So once they're all done and cut, should be a good little setup. So yeah, there you go, guys. A few pistons modified. And next step will be cut the intake valve relief. And I think we're going to add an exhaust valve relief because where is our control piston? We have a control piston. Oh, no. That's one that I'm going to recut the valve release properly. That's a 885 top. I actually have a control piston here somewhere. Hold on, I'll find it. Here we go. This was my standard 2.7 piston that I cut some valve reliefs with some oversized cutters, which I made from valves, and I had it in an engine, and I cut it in situ at top dead center to give me an exact valve relief depth and stuff that you would, biggest you'd ever need. But yeah, it was just to give me where they go. So yeah, I will cut it from there and I will get it relatively good. They're 45 and 37, I think they are, those reliefs. So yeah, that's what we'll do. And then we have more engines that have come back from machining. 1275, 1185. So A series stuff. So we've got to get this 1330 bad boy together for the Black Morris. I can't wait. I have all bearings, have crank, 1275 crank was mint. I have rear main seal adapter. So we're going to actually fit the rear main seal adapter to the rear cap properly. Not the way that they do it. I'm going to machine the back of the block and do a bunch of little stuff. So this is what I'll do over the next couple of weeks is you'll get to see a lot of like weird machining shit. Now, a lot of the time I won't film stuff because I've got the stereo cranking and YouTube hits me for copyright if I've got the stereo cranking. So yeah, I'll try to do as much as I can. And the stereo's good. Just keeps me motivated. Like tonight, got all the pistons done. So yeah, you guys have a good night. And thank you very much for tuning in. Mealtime next.